Alright, we're going to talk about the Marvel Universe Sentinel, and right now I've got the Comic-Con 2011 Sentinel figure, and this is actually the box. Just to give you an idea how big he is, that is not a HeroClix, that is a full-size 4-inch figure, and she is dwarfed by this mammoth box. It's got the artwork on both sides, it's both the same, done by Quesada there. Just shows the autograph there. Cool. And then inside you have a Marvel Universe packaged Sentinel. So let me swap these guys out real quick. And, set that down. Put this up. Grab the monstrous packaging for this guy here. There he goes. Okay, cool. He is enormous. And there's Psylocke down there again. This version was first available at Comic-Con, and then later on you got the same figure with the same effects. It also came with a Wolverine figure, and the only difference was instead of the purple, it had silver on there, which I wasn't a huge fan of. And after talking to the guys at Comic-Con, I'm like, okay, I'll wait. It'll be like a e-tailer exclusive to get the purple one, just like this, but in a smaller box. Because I hate messing up stuff like that. I mean, this thing is just freaking awesome, so I would hate to mess it up. So let me grab the retail version here real quick. Scare the Psylocke for a minute. Ugh. So that's this thing. It's like 2 feet by 3 feet or something like that. Ugh. And then still, not what you would call a tiny box at all, is the regular retail box. Right here, okay? So there we go, Psylocke again. Still a big box, but nowhere near as bad. The back side's got the picture of the regular retail version. Looks like he's got a silver face, silver battle damage shoulder pads, and silver limbs there. You can see, and it shows some of the X-Men getting the tar beat out of them. And then the packaging is identical for both versions. But then once you open them up, you can see he's the same as the Comic-Con version, and you can see the artwork depicting the regular retail version there. And then there's Wolverine. Should be the same Wolverine both. Now I know last year with the Galactus, they had a transparent Galactus, I believe, with the Comic-Con version. The retailer, actually the e-tailer Dark Galactus version, came with the regular Silver Surfer. So I'm actually going to pop this guy out of his packaging so I can check him out. I really wanted to mess with him for a while. It's just haven't had time and didn't want to dig out the Comic-Con one there. So we get these guys out of the package, and we'll check him out. Just this one anyway. Alright, here's Sentinel out of the box there. He barely fits in frame. He did come with this Wolverine figure, which I've got, I don't know, this is probably like half my Marvel Universe Wolverines. But it looks like he's got a slightly different head sculpt, because I thought it might have been this guy's head, but it's actually got sharper ears. They're not quite the same as this one, and then this one's different. Yeah, so anyway, yet another Wolverine, it appears. So I'll have to dig through my actual box of Marvel Universe figures and actually see if that's the case, if it's yet another Wolverine, because we got the brown costume, the first appearance Wolverine. There's a pack-in with something else. This guy, plus, I don't know. So, a smattering of Wolverines. So anyway, this guy is huge. He is like 16 inches, I think. That's what he is. 16 inches, 17 inches tall. Pretty big. He does have all the standard Marvel Universe articulation, except for one thing. He does have the ball jointed head, which this one's nice and tight and squeaky. He's got the ball joint shoulder thing, a swivel bicep, double point or double jointed arm. Kind of see the double joint there. They covered up the screw holes or whatever they were. He also has a pivot or a swivel forearm, and then he also has a ball socket wrist. Now he doesn't have the ab crunch, but he does have a swivel He's got the Marvel ball, hips, swivel thighs, double jointed knee, which you can probably actually get it bent a little bit more, but this one's really stiff. He has like a pivot and a rock, almost like a ball socket kind of joint there for his ankle. And then of course he has his electronics feature, which that keeps it from doing the whole ab crunch thing. But he's pretty impressive. I like him because he has that comic book, almost cartoon kind of feel to him, but he still isn't too toony. I do have a decent collection of Sentinels. I mean, I am missing the original, was it foot tall 1990s Sentinel playset. But I was able to grab the Hero Clicks, which I really hate this guy's pose. And then you have the super friendly the Marvel superheroes, whatever it was, Sentinel. A repaint of that figure. And then of course you have the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Sentinel. So just to show you these guys side by side there. Pretty impressive. A whole lot of Sentinels going on. Oh, and then of course you have the Marvel Legends Broken Up Sentinel, which is the only pieces I could find. I wasn't sure if there was 4 or 5 pieces, but there we go. Chock full of Sentinels. So he's pretty cool. He earns his place in there. Of course, now that I've got him out of the package, I'm looking at the other ones. I may as well just go ahead and get the regular version Sentinel. Well, one thing also I did notice looking at the package is they either photoshopped out his button, or maybe the prototype didn't have it. This is basically just a big rubber body portion here that's made of real flexible rubber that allows you to undo it in the back to access the battery compartment. So yeah, right there it's got these little flaps right in there. You kind of make out where the seam is right on each side. It kind of just flips up and you can get in there. But yeah, he's pretty well detailed. I don't know if you can tell if the light up eyes showed up, but we can try to dim some lights here and see if the camera doesn't compensate too much. Let's see this here. I have to go. There we go. You can kind of tell. Let's go all the way dark and see what happens. There we go. There we go. So he's pretty cool. He goes through a whole grocery list of Sentinel type phrases. So that's pretty neat. He's pretty cool. He was $40, I think. So considering you're paying like, you know, almost $10 or around $10 for the regular Marvel Universe figures, considering you get a gigantic electronic Marvel Universe toy for only 4 times that. That's not too bad. That's actually a pretty good deal. Considering the amount of detail, the articulation they put into it, definitely give this guy a 10 out of 10. I'll also be going over the Galactus too that they did in a similar fashion. But yeah. So I just want to show you guys my Sentinels, and really wanted to bust this guy out of his packaging. So for the Marvel Universe, and this is actually the same as the San Diego Comic-Con 2011 and the e-Teller exclusive color version of the Marvel Universe Sentinel, 16-inch Sentinel. 10 out of 10. If you don't have one, get one. And even if you can't get the purple one, get the silver one. Awesome.